My question is, if a child care center stays within the DCF ratio guidelines and tries to adhere to the 10 group recommendation by CDC, should they go over the 10 group by anything? What is the legal repercussion?
It's a great question, and the honest answer is we don't know. It depends on how far you go over. Let's say that somebody brings a child to the daycare center, and they also bring a sibling, and the daycare center wasn't prepared for the sibling. If you go over by 1, probably not a big deal. If you go over by 10, that's going to be a big deal. And so usually what's going to happen in that situation is what you see around the country. Here, law enforcement, for the most part, is giving a warning first. They're giving a warning and saying, please take corrective action. They don't want to issue any fines. They don't want to have any jail sentences or anything of that nature. So they're going to give you typically a warning first. Now, if you go over and continuously go over the CDC or the administrative guidelines for the state of Florida, then the next step would be a fine, and an emergency shutdown order can be issued. As an example, several hair salons in the area, they get to open back up tomorrow. But before that, the police department would come visit them. Some of the owners would come in and they were by themselves. They did not have any customers, but law enforcement would rap on the door. The person would come there and they say, do you have any customers today? And they said, gave their answer. Most of the time it was no, we don't have any customers today. I'm just here cleaning up, getting my shop ready to go, and when it does open up. And they were actually issued a warning saying that if we see customers in here, we will issue a citation to you to be shut down. So it's an excellent question. We are pushing our way through that. You're in Jackson County. Don't be afraid to call Sheriff Lou Roberts' office and just ask him, hey, look, Sheriff, this is what's going on. This is what we're wanting to do. You don't have to identify yourself. Get somebody else to call and say, look, we're opening up. We're trying to adhere to the 10 count. But if something happens, if we go to 10, 11, 12 maybe, what are you going to do about that? And law enforcement will try to work your way through there. So appreciate you being concerned about it and trying your best to follow the CDC and Department of Health guidelines. So.